Hello, Michelle. Can you hear me? I'm not sure where Coach Brock is. If you can lead the introduction today for the guest speaker. Thank you so much. I'll start the countdown
Thank you,
now.
Michelle.
Okay.
Bye.
Okay. Bye.
9, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Top of the morning to you. This is Michelle Wright, and this is Figure It Out Friday. And I sure hope everyone has had a great week so far. And guess what? We're figuring it out this Friday. Awesome. Awesome day. So I am here on my phone, and we have a whole bunch of people. We have Chad. Hi, Chad and Dee and Denary and Grace and Jacqueline and Jarek and John Hart, Justin, Lee, Louie, Manuel, Paul. Oh boy, Rika. Thank you, Rika, Robinette, Sherry, Teresa, Trayshawn, Wendy, and we have Brock, I believe, coming on board too. So we're figuring it out today, and we are so happy that we are calling from our phones. Good
Holy,
morning, Brock Zevan.
holy smokes, everybody. Let me just tell you, that was a really, can you even hear me? Can you guys hear me all right?
Yes, got you.
That was truly a figured out moment because you know what? I can't stand phones. I cannot stand when you try to transfer phones and you try to get new phones. Like nothing works. Nothing works, but we are really figuring it out. Michelle, thank you so much. I was literally trying to log in and then it was a disaster. It's been a morning all. It has been a morning. I woke up this morning and I figured it out Friday. I woke up this morning that my kitchen was flooded. My dishwasher decided to overflow from the garbage disposal. So that was a really fun treat that I had this morning as I walk on my carpet in my kitchen and I hear this squish squish. So I was like, well, that's going to be a little change of pace this morning. So it has been one of those type of mornings. So hopefully everybody's having a better start to the morning. So thank you, Michelle, for helping me out here today. And as I'm kind of going through this as I'm trying to drive at the same time. Jay or Rika, do you see Justin on here? Because I'm trying to drive at the same time. Is Justin, are you on here, brother? Or is he on here? Is anybody's name Justin on here that wants to talk to me? That we can do that too.
It
I've
says
talked to my
Justin's note taker.
Oh, hello, Justin's note taker. I've never done a figured out Friday with with a note taker before, but you never know. Look at those fire department, those guys, the fire department, they're testing out their chainsaws. Just saw them testing out the chainsaws. So, well, everybody, as we figure this thing out here, as Amy Kane's walking, I'm very jealous that she's getting her steps in here. So good morning to everybody. We are just going to figure out this Friday as we go, and we're just going to invite everybody to have some conversations with us on some figured out Friday moments. As I'm thinking on the top of my head where to go with this, but we will figure it out. So good morning, everybody. My name's Coach Brock Zevan, life coach, business coach, real estate coach, a DAD, and so I had to drop my little man off at school and so now I'm heading back to pick up Brielle. I changed phones, as I shared with you earlier. My dishwasher overflowed. We had water everywhere. We got Rebecca in town today. She's up there at Wendy's house. They got an event up there. Wendy's son Cody had to have surgery done today, the exact same time Rebecca was supposed to take place. So we had to balance that to make sure that Rebecca was taken care of. All at the same time, Cody's wife and family just had a newborn about a week ago. So working through that little fun stuff that we have going on. I got a new cell phone. I have a combination of a cell phone, of my old cell phone, and an Apple phone that I'm working on. Google Docs wasn't working. If you want me to keep going, I can keep going because it's been a week. It has been a week, all. And I say this to you that one of the things I heard Sharon say that I really listened to it yesterday. And I'm going to tell you all to write this down. For those writing things down, the first part of it is showing up. That no matter what takes place, no matter where you are, in some capacity, in some way, you gotta show up. Just like today is, I had to pull over because I was like, I have to just pull over. I gotta figure out a way to show up on this podcast in some capacity, in some way. So that's the first thing I write down is show up no matter what. Then I listened to this podcast and he said this. He says, no matter what, you can suck at it, but you can't skip it. You can suck at it, but you can't skip it. And I thought that was really, and so that was his entry line. So that was like his hook. So if anybody's thinking about hooks, that's his hook. And I was just like, what does he mean by this? So I continued to listen on to the podcast. I'm just going to pull over here because I'm going to get a little intense on it. And so what he said is I might suck at going to the gym today because there are days that I don't feel like going to the gym or whatever. But he goes, I might just go on the elliptical for 2 minutes and I might leave the gym. I sucked at it, but I didn't skip it. I might have to read 10 pages a day and I might not be able to get to it. But you know what? I might read just one page because I sucked at it, but I didn't skip it. And I thought that was really, really fascinating to me. The more that I started to really learn about it and understand it, and I started to like literally as I mean, I'm not going to lie to you. I mean, I think Coach Sonona said it yesterday when he was sick. I was just like, all right, what happens if I don't show up today? Like, what happens if I really can't do it? I just drive home and then I get home and maybe by that point it's going to be over 8:30 and people are going to be like, well, I guess he's not here. And but you know what God said to Michelle, somebody's got to step into his place and continue on with it. And so to me, when I heard you, Michelle, it gave me goosebumps that you still continued on with it. Even though like it might suck today, we didn't skip today. We only might get like 15 minutes in today. We might have a different version of today, but we're not skipping today. We're not going to skip this opportunity to be able to lean in. And if there's anything you take from today, I'm going to encourage you and challenge you not to skip anything that you put on your calendar. Okay? I don't care if it was that you were supposed to wake up early today and you didn't get to your walk, your run or whatever it is, just fit it in at some point cuz last night where's Amy Kane cuz she fires me up sometimes with these damn frickin' steps. And I was about to skip the last part of it because I was just like, there's just no way. I'm exhausted. I'm tired. I had to pick up the kids. I'm dealing with a teenager daughter who's driving me really insane. And it's been a little challenging for me. I'm not going to lie. And I looked at my watch and this is what happened. No joke, Amy. It said 9,217. Oh no, I'm sorry. I was because we had to get 12. It was said 11,217. And I'm like, I'm too close to like skip this. I'm too close. And it was like 9:17 at night. And it was all I can do to manage through the day because my daughter's driving me insane. And I was like, you know what? I went outside and this is what God did. As soon as I opened the door all frickin' it thundered and it started to pour down rain. And I was just like, okay, I'm gonna see what this is all about here, because now I'm like, where the hell am I gonna walk to get my steps in? And so I have like this, I guess, circle in my house here that you can walk around. I was like, well, I guess I'm just gonna have to walk around my house. And my kids are like, Bryce is like, Dad, 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 what? Because that's what he doesn't say Dad one time. He always says my name like 3 times. Dad, Dad, Dad. What are you doing? What are you doing, Dad? I say, I have to make up these 800 steps. And so now Brielle's on the computer because she wants to go like in the mountains, and she wants to go to an Airbnb. Let me just tell you, my daughter's Airbnb taste are not like a normal, like, okay, we're gonna sit at a nice little spot. It's like she wants to stay at this all-inclusive resort. So I have her like, Dad, look at this. Dad, look at this. Bryce, Dad, I'm gonna follow you, Dad. I'm gonna chat. Dad, what are you doing? I want. And I kept saying to myself, if Amy Kane told me that she was 800 steps away, what would I do? What would I be telling her? And so, damn it all, I freaking got to 12,017 and I called it a day. And I said, I might have sucked at it today, but I wasn't going to allow me to skip it. And to me, those are the moments all. Those are the figured out moments that it might not mean anything to you. Be like, who cares if you didn't get the steps? It is those moments that will push you and make you do things at different parts of your life, that things that you don't realize it, that it sets. That's why the habit, when Sharon said, he's like, you might suck at it, but you don't skip it. And so that really resonated with me. So I'm going to open it up here. Does anybody else have a moment where they might have sucked at it, but they didn't skip it, or I kept fighting through? So
Hey, Brian.
Michelle's eager.
Yeah,
Michelle's eager.
yeah. What was really funny this morning is I have an 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock for you tennis engagement this morning. So I went, I'm not going to go on my computer. I'm going to go on the phone because I don't want to skip it. And I'm going to have to take you along with me in a few minutes. But I'm on my phone and I'm not like you this morning, kind of struggling. I struggle on the Zoom calls sometimes because it's different and I don't understand. But the phone started ringing in a funny tone, and I didn't know how to answer it.
Mm.
And I think it was Rika trying to get a hold of me, and I'm going like, I have no idea what this is. And so I got out of the Zoom and back in, and then all of a sudden I hear Rika, Michelle, can you help me? I can't. Brock's not on yet. I'm going like, okay, we got this. We'll figure it out. And so we it was one of those days, Brock, for both of us. But we we settled in and we did it.
I think sometimes in these moments, people take more from this, because by you sharing that story to me, it makes me realize how amazing my team is, that they just didn't settle, and they too were fighting and figuring out a way to be like, okay, he's not here. Who's a leader that's on here that could help us out? What can I do to reach out? And if there's anything you take all today, it's just don't accept no. Don't accept like I can't do it. Don't accept, like, many times people tell me like, well, I was told no 4 times, so maybe that's God's way of telling me I'm supposed not to do it. No, he's testing you right now. He's seeing how creative you can be to keep moving forward and to keep leaning in and figuring out, like, let me try to call Michelle. And okay, I can't call her, so now I'll try to voice note her, whatever it might be. So hats off to you, Rika, for that, because that means a lot to me, and just showing how amazing this team is, that we continue to move forward in some capacity, in some way. So Michelle, I appreciate you. You figured it out as well. Because yeah, the Zoom, literally, I was about to throw my phone out the window, but I was like, well, that's not going to really get me too far. So I got to figure out a different strategy on that. So thank you, Michelle, for sharing that. Does anybody else got something that really resonated with them today, with maybe something that they've been really sucking at, but they've continued to not skip it to help somebody else out on the show, or help somebody else out
I
here?
do. I do. I do. This is Manuel from the East Coast.
Manuel, what's up, brother?
Yes, all is good, all is good, and I'm happy to be here. Friday is one of my favorite days to come on this call because of that. We have to figure it out, and also because it's Friday, it's the weekend, and then we are getting ready to either to have fun or to work harder during the week. What I won't skip is because I signed up for a race, a 5K race on October 19th, and I'm not ready, but I won't skip it. I will go even if I am number 100. The plan is to win because I'm running in the name of the company, like to promote the brand. The plan is to win, to raise money for a hospital, and to work on my health, on being in shape. And this race is going to help me to practice. Yesterday, I figured it out, or I learned that the 5K is only 3 miles, and I was training for 5 miles. Somebody told me that it's a 5 kilometers, not 5 miles. And I don't know why they call a 5K when it's a 3 miles race. So I'm training for the race. I'm raising funds for the hospital on the name of EXP, and even if I don't win, I won't skip it.
I love it, man. I love it.
I'm,
I'm in the
I'm
same boat
sharing
with
the
you.
link. I'm sharing the link to the fundraising. So any support will be appreciated.
No, please do. Please put that in the link for us to be able to donate some money. I love always going to a good cause, and I too, when I did one 5K, and I thought it was a 5 mile too. And so when I heard it was only 3 miles, I was like, well, I mean, that's still 3 miles, but it's not as far as five. So it made me feel a little bit better about going into it. So hats off to you for doing that, brother. I'll be thinking about you, and thank you for sharing that this morning. That's pretty cool. Anybody else got a moment that they would like to share with us? A moment that they were kind of going in sucking, but they didn't skip it. Now I'm on my phone also. Somebody's gonna have to kind of just perk up because I can't really see everybody. Nobody sucks at everything. Everybody gets everything at 100% around here. God, I'm around freaking just overachievers. I had no idea that I was around. Man, you gotta
Hey,
just look at
this
me.
hey, this is Amy. Train with Kane. Let's go.
Oh, Amy,
Woo!
Amy, get out of my head, Amy. Get out of my
Yeah.
head, Amy.
I mean everyone's head. All right, so two things. I suck at a lot, but um I'm really good at a lot too. So first thing is that I need a role play, right? And practice my sales pitch. So one, I started using ChatGPT as a role play mechanism. If anyone went to the summit in Key West, we had a little skit on that. So at first I'm a little nervous. I'm nervous talking to a computer, right? but, but I didn't skip it because my next step is to talk to a real human, right? Or like play it, play it. But I have to practice, and I had to practice on myself. So I didn't skip not doing it. I haven't done the full assignment yet of asking someone to do that, but I have to first land my offer before I can nail it into somebody. But know that I don't want to do it because I'm nervous. It gets me uncomfortable. It gets me to a place that I'm going to strive at, something I'm going to be better at. It's kind of like one of those things that you just show up. I practice it. I'm on this walk, guys, and I'm practicing the role playing as I'm walking. All right. So that's how I got it done. And I'm like, hey, Chat GPT, we're role playing. You be a client. You already attend a gym, but you need but what can train with Kane offer to you? What makes me set you differently? So that's where you're playing the part of. Your name is Stephanie, and let's role play like that. And kudos to Rosario. She's the one who gave extra idea on. And so just show up, put out, lead by example. Let's go. Get your 12K steps in today.
I love it, Amy. I love it. Thank you for sharing that. And a lot of the my coaching clients, I've been telling them you got to role play, role play, role play, role play, because it helps you with those conversations. It helps you create those questions, and it is nerve wracking. I had my nerve-wracking moment all. So at the Success Summit, I told you that I wanted to, like, after I said, I'm going to become the president of some organization, I'm going to work myself up. So yesterday, I had my meeting with my company, with the leadership team. First and foremost, I was like, I kind of is my first time ever doing that. And so when I get into the meeting, they're like, okay, yep, this is what we're going to do. And so we'll have you with the CMO and the CFO. And I was like, wait, wait a minute. Who's going to be in that room too? Because I've always been in rooms where I'm coaching and teaching from the authoritative figure. Like I'm the authority. And so when you got the other leaders and the bigwigs that are like, when they got a C in front of their title, I'm like, their chief, the chief of who's going to be there? And she's the one that I've been texting and reaching out to. And she's going to be in that room at the same time that I'm speaking. So let me just tell you, Amy, I got a little nervous too, to be like, okay, I got to get myself together. And so mine's on October 8th. And they were just sharing with me, yeah, this person's gonna be there, this person, and could you tell us a little bit about it? And I was like, yeah, no, I'm gonna be ready, but I got to role play too, just like Amy, and just like Dee, and just like all of us. I got to role play. I got to make sure everything's good. I got to make sure that I have what I need to be able to have. Because guess what else they told me? You got 20 minutes. You got 20 minutes to do it. And I was like, I thought I had an hour. I thought I had an hour. So I got like 20 minutes. And so thank you, Amy, for sharing. I now have to move backwards because I'm in a spot where, of course, the garbage truck wants to be here at the same time that I'm here. So of course, we're just gonna make that work. Anybody else? I got a couple more minutes. Don't be shy. Who else has been sucking, but they're not skipping?
I'll talk.
There you go. What do you got, D? I knew. Oh, see, awkward moments. I tell people, awkward moments are fine. Somebody's squirming. What do you got, D?
Mine has been on social media. And role playing. But trying to figure out the social media. Yesterday I did a post and it went to everybody and then it didn't work. So I was like, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? I got to figure this out, right? So then I just redid it and then it worked. And then I was like, okay, you got to just keep doing it. You're not a tech person by any means, but you got to figure it out, right? You're doing this yourself.
100%.
Yeah. And I think going through, like when you said, and here we go. You see that? Yeah, it goes on the computer. So I think that for me, working through that kind of stuff, it teaches me so that I know it's not like someone just saying, here, do this, this, and this, and fix it. It's like figuring it out helps. And role playing, I hate it. I hate it. But doing it with the ChatGPT, but then I figured, either I can do this with the computer or with another human being, or I can try it out on a client that could be sending me a check. Which
Right.
one should I choose? Right. So
See, I'll
I
help
was
you with the role playing. We'll go back and forth.
all right.
All right.
There you guys go. See, look at that. Who else? Put a 7 in the chat. I'm not gonna use the 5 yet. Put a
And
7 in the chat if you also want to role play in here. Put a 7 in the
and
chat if you want to role play whatever business, and also put your email in there so that way people can get it.
and D on Facebook or social media, who cares if you send it to somebody twice? So if even you messed up one time, it went through, it did not go through, it maybe went through, you don't even know.
Yeah.
But that's just learning. So who cares that it goes to that person twice? Everyone needs to see something 7 times. So consider that part of the 7 times that you see it. So just giving you a heads up. I don't care if I would ever receive 2 things, especially from you. But if anything, like just keep learning that. And it's uncomfortable because the only reason why it's uncomfortable because you don't know how to do it. But once you get to know how to do it, it's going to be like writing something on paper, something easy, riding a bike. All right. So just keep going.
Thanks, hon.
Look at Trey McCain getting into it and telling you, D. I tell you something I'll tell with you, because there's a lot of people who don't like to role play. A lot of people. And if you're not admitting it, I'm just gonna tell you, I role play constantly. Mike Kastner is one of my best role play partners because I'm constantly always like, hey, let's go through the scenario. Let me look at this. I do a lot with Mike Kastner and Wendy, like asking for scenarios, like ideas. I want to know every perspective. I want to know every angle. I learned it from Coach Belichick. Belichick would always prepare the Patriots for every situation possible, every down, every difference, and he'd score. They always were prepared. And being an Eagle Scout, the motto is be prepared. And so like I really look at that every single time. And so I share with you all that like role playing just changed the way you look at it. Kind of D when we were coaching yesterday, just giving it a different perspective. I'll end with this is that we all like imagine if you went into you're about to have surgery and the doctor says to you right before you have surgery like wow, all right, you're going to be the first person I've done this to. So, but I feel very confident in me. I've read a lot of books. I've watched a lot of videos and I feel really good about this. So just, as you go under, just know the chances of you coming out are pretty decent. And I'm going to make sure your heart is really pumping after this. Like, think about that all. Why would we do the same thing to a real live human being that could pay us money, thousands of dollars, and we could F it up and screw it up because we don't want to practice before we get into the opportunity that could pay us a lot more. So if you're going to screw up, Paul, it's going to be okay. It's going to be fine. And do it on people that can help you. So when the real deal comes into play, just like the doctor, and the doctor says, yeah, I've been doing this for years. I actually just went through this process right before I got on here because I meditate and I get myself together. And I was actually talking to another doctor in South Carolina who recently did that. And him and I were just going through the process and procedure to make sure that we got it done well. And I know that you're gonna come out of this feeling great. Now, how would you feel if you were about to go under the knife at that point? You'd be like, wow, this doctor's really prepared. This doctor's really went through his process. Okay. So I hear role plays is a enemy many times. And so I was just trying to create some sort of mindset for you all, the importance of it. When I lost my license, I was doing it 18 to 20 times a day to be able to get myself to the level that I needed to be at. So just understand the importance of it. So guys, can you believe it's 8:47? I talked 2 minutes over. I got to get my daughter. She's probably like, Dad, where are you? Because now I got to go pick her up. Guys, Michelle, I appreciate you. Rika, I appreciate you. I appreciate you all for being on here. Thank you guys so much. We figured it out somehow, some way. We made it work in some capacity. I appreciate you all. God bless you. I want you to have a phenomenal weekend. Guys, need anything from me, please always feel free to use me as a resource, my team as a resource. We are here for you. This leadership group that's on here is a resource as well. Reach out to everybody that's on here who can help you provide whatever it is that you need. For those of you with Rebecca, have fun today. I'm going to try to meet up with you guys as well. Guys, thank you so very much. Chad Free, our main man, will be back here Monday mindset with money and everything else. God bless y'all. Have a great weekend. See ya.